Three powers of government. Legislative powers. The first step in the legislative process is the introduction to a bill to Congress. Anyone can write it, but only members of Congress can introduce the legislation. There are 17 Senate committees with 70 subcommittees, and 23 House committees with 104 subcommittees. The committees are not set in stone. If the full committee votes to approve the bill, it is reported to the floor of the House or the Senate, and the majority party leadership decides when to place the bill on the calendar for consideration. Legislative powers. The first step in the legislative process is the introduction of the bill to Congress. Anyone can write it, but only members of Congress can introduce the legislation. After being introduced, a bill is referred to the appropriate committee for review. There are 17 Senate committees with 70 subcommittees and 23 House committees with 104 subcommittees. The committees are not set in stone, but change in numbers and forms with each Congress as required for the effective consideration of legislation. If the full committee votes to approve the bill, it is reported to the floor of the House or the Senate, and the majority party leadership decides when to place the bill on the calendar for consideration. The Affordable Care Act was passed by Congress and then signed into law by the President on March 23, 2010. On June 28, 2012, the Supreme Court referred a final decision to uphold the health care law. The President is responsible for implementing and enforcing the law written by Congress, and to that end appoints the head of the federal agencies, including the Cabinet. The Cabinet and the independent federal agencies are responsible for day-to-day enforcement and administration of federal laws. The President also appoints the head of more than 50 independent federal commissions, such as Federal Reserve Board or the Securities and Exchange Commission, as well as federal judges, ambassadors, and other federal officers. The President has the power to either sign legislation into law or to veto bills. Where the executive and legislative branches are selected by the people, members of the judicial branch is appointed by the President and confirmed by the Senate. Policy formation occurs within a context of high policy democracy and negotiations. The policy formation process is a dynamic and continuous process that occurs within a larger political arena. The manner in which policies is formulated is referred to as the policy formulation approach. These approaches are the radical approach, the informational approach, and the transformational approach. The Patients Protection and Affordable Care Act is to ensure that all Americans have access to quality, affordable health care and will create the transformation within the healthcare system necessary to contain costs. The Patients Protection and Affordable Care Act addresses essential components of reforms. It addressed quality, affordable health care for all Americans, the role of public programs, improving the qualities and efficiencies of health care, prevention of chronic disease, and improving public health. And these are my references that I use within this presentation, and I thank you for giving me the opportunity to present my presentation to you.